Oh, hello there, and welcome to Phil Talking D20. So today's video is a slight sidetrack, as is often the case with me, so be aware of this. But I wanted to talk about some really great, useful tools that I found while I've been doing some work prepping for my latest campaign, and some of them are well worth doing a video about because I think they're brilliant and really, really helpful for other people in the community. So the first one is PF2e Tools. It's a website and it's absolutely chock full of anything and everything you can think about that you might need to help you game, plan games, organize downtime, anything you can think of to do with Pathfinder 2e. They've got links to it, and they've also got links to YouTube channels for some of the creative team at Paizo itself, some of the major podcasts and YouTube kind of channel content providers, as well as a online character sheet tool, a monster creator. There's a Roll20 macro tool for those of you who are using Roll20. We've got Animal Companion Helper. There's a bestiary stat sheets. There's one that is a smart template that basically converts text and kind of tables and all those kind of data kind of entry techniques into a proper Pathfinder 2 looking page with their style of fonts and all that other good stuff. So if you're creating homebrew, but you want to make it look more official and cooler, you can use that. The one that I've used literally last night, which I thought was brilliant, was the monster tool. And that enables you to create custom monsters very easily and then give them a cool, proper Pathfinder 2 bestiary style stat block with all the requisite kind of artwork and traits and all that other good stuff. So yeah, Pathfinder 2e Tools is bloody brilliant. Check it out. Other brilliant little entries it's got. It's got a downtime calculator, so you can automate certain activities that your character does. So when you say, all right, we've got some downtime coming up, you can literally just bum, 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 click, and it works it all out and gives you your kind of your figures. There's a crafting one, which again helps you fast track crafting. So instead of having to do all the kind of the clunky maths, you can literally just drop box in a number of kind of the item that you're making, what's your crafting skill, what's your level, and then it will tell you how easy it is for you to make, what your success chances are going to be, and how long it's going to take you, and it's going to enable you to take into account things like critical successes and stuff like that. So it really takes the chore out of a lot of kind of jobs that you can sometimes find you've got at the table. We've got links to the Glass Cannon podcast, Dice Will Roll. That's another YouTube/podcast series that focuses on Pathfinder. Obviously, the official one, Knights of Everflame, that's currently kind of trundling along with the Paizo team. Loads, absolutely loads. The Natural One podcast, they're on here as well. Some of the stuff that is definitely very, very cool is they've got, where has it gone? Well, they've got Goblin Fight Club. So that's an encounter builder, which again does all the maths for you. So what's the party level? What monsters are you using? Click, 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 bam. That's the XP. That's the kind of the challenge threat rating it's sat at for your party. Again, you can just knock stuff into this and it just takes all the effort out. One of the things I really like though was they have a dyslexic character sheet. So if you have dyslexia and you struggle with this kind of, I suppose, complicated, wordy kind of systems, which, let's be honest, there is a lot of that in gaming, again, it really helps those players out, which I think is a wonderful addition. What else have we got? We have got guides. We've got the Animal Companion Helper is very useful if you're kind of working through having an animal companion. Again, you've literally got the ability to just go, this is me, this is my level, this is the animal, and it will just auto-calculate all the stuff you normally have to do manually. A lot of these are Google Drive documents. So what you'll do is you'll save a copy to your Google Drive, and then you can edit it and do what you want with it and create kind of content with it. So definitely check out PF2e Tools. Literally just fire it into Google and it'll come straight up. So that is definitely well worth looking at if you're a GM and if you're a player, because it's got loads of useful resources for both. It's also got links to Fantasy Grounds, and there's another one on here that I hadn't heard of called Foundry VTT, which is like a system neutral form of online play space like Roll20 and those kind of things. But it's based around you bringing your own content in and making it work, and then running from there. So yeah, there's some really useful stuff on here, and I definitely recommend that if you are a player or you're a DM and you want some really helpful macro tools just to kind of work with and make your life a bit easier, especially with the fiddly stuff, because crafting has never not been fiddly in any system. So having something where you can literally just put, this is the item, this is my level, this is this is what I've got for my crafting skill, click, all right, those are my calculations, I can do it in 4 days, or I can do it in 6 days. If I crit, I can pull that back to this, it will cost me X amount of copper and silver and all that kind of stuff. It's fab. Really cool. This isn't the only tool set I want to talk about though, because if you're using a smartphone, there is Pathbuilder 2e, which is a brilliant app that's been really heavily updated. So that's got all the latest content on it. Now you do have to pay to get full access to it, but from my tinkering around with it, it's very clear that you can very easily build low-level characters and lock them in with very accurate rules, so that you are just click on the menu, click, make your selections, and know that you're correct. For if you then want to copy it over onto paper, or you can pay, I think it's like £4 something, get the full version of Pathbuilder 2e, which is on the App Store for Android and also available on iPhone, and that will give you a huge range of additional features, mainly customization, so that if you're using house rules and things like that, you can add in extra feats that you wouldn't normally get and all that kind of stuff. So if you're someone who really loves kind of tools to make your life easier, which would make you a clever sausage, these are brilliant resources. And like I said, the PF2e Tools set is, if you're a player or a DM, it's going to be a resource for you. And again, from a perspective of, if you just want to learn more about the hobby and you want to go to one place to find podcasts and YouTube channels that are going to be informative or simply entertaining, it's not just macros and quick builds and kind of utility tools. They've got that really good broad access of putting as much Pathfinder 2 content in one place as they can. And yeah, it's brilliant. It's really useful. It's going to take a lot of the headache out of stuff. So I'm definitely going to be using it in my upcoming campaign. In fact, I already have used the monster tool to make a monster for my upcoming campaign, because I couldn't quite find anything that was right. It didn't really reflect the kind of the feel and the vibe I was going for. I knew there were monster creation rules, but obviously when you're looking at a book and you've got all these tables and you've got to make all these choices, it's much easier just to have a macro in front of you where you can just go click, generate. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Copy, paste, save it. So definitely check out PF2e Tools. The links to this and to Pathbuilder 2 I'm going to put in the description below. And drop me a like, drop me a sub. Nice quick video, this one. Who doesn't like a quick video? Pow, 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 pow. Done. And again, share this with your group, because if you've got players that struggle and get bogged down with running their animal companion and they want an easy way of doing it, they're sorted. If there's someone that does a lot of crafting in their downtime, or they like to kind of use the kind of the generating income systems extensively at the table, give them a macro, make their life easier. Happy days. And again, if there's someone that keeps asking you about, is there a podcast I can listen to, or is there a YouTube channel that I can go onto? Tell them yes. Tell them about this one. But also, when they go onto this website, they'll find lots of other useful content. Other content is available. And I think I'm pretty much happy with what I've discussed, because from a perspective of kind of getting the word out, I'm really keen to do that about this. I'm not being sponsored by them. I don't know who created this wonderful website, but to you, sir, if you watch this video and you're like, I created the website, I salute you. You're a jolly, splendid chap. There's an online character sheet that you can, again, adjust and fill in on the fly. Loads of great stuff. So jump onto PF2e Tools. If you're not using a laptop or a PC, it's really geared up to be best utilized on those platforms, which is why I've referenced the Pathbuilder 2e app on the Apple Store and the App Store for Android. And again, give that a good look. Again, I'm not being sponsored. I've only had a tinker about with it, but obviously with the build up to this new campaign that I'm starting, we've obviously been looking for stuff like this, and this is an absolute belter. And the Pathbuilder 2e will certainly help some of my remote players who necessarily can't get access to my books that I have. They don't have to. They can jump on the app, they can bosh out their level 1 characters for free, super easily, and then at a later date easily transfer that to a paper sheet because they know everything's correct and they can just jot it all down, bosh. Or if they choose to, they can pay and get full kind of unfettered access to the delights of Pathbuilder 2e, and then they can literally run their character completely digitally, which is cool. I mean, we all know about D&D Beyond 4.5e. Again, that is a brilliant tool set. If you're a 5e player and you've stumbled across my channel and you've never heard of D&D Beyond, you're a fool, man. You're a fool of a took. But nothing is for free. So again, D&D Beyond, like many high-quality services, you have to pay for to get the most out of it, which is always a bit of a speed bump for some people. But the basics are on there for free. I had a 5e character that I created on D&D Beyond for free without any faff or hassle for a 5e campaign that I joined in with, and it's a very good tool set. Is it as good as PF2e Tools? No, because PF2e Tools does everything in terms of someone in the community has made these brilliant macros because they're fans of the system and they know what the system needs and they know what they want for their own groups. And you're always going to find that when people are homebrewing content, when it comes to the community working to create these kind of macro tools, they're going to be good because they know what they want as a player and they create it and then they distribute it on this wonderful website for free. So get on there, get your Google Drive rammed full of Pathfinder 2 useful macro goodness, and yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Drop me a like, drop me a sub, share with your gaming group. This isn't so much about getting my channel more coverage. I think really, from my perspective, this is about getting really good, useful stuff that will help us all as gamers and games masters out into the community. Because I know I've had my headaches as a GM trying to work out when people have, said, oh, I want to craft this or I want to craft that. And you kind of think, oh, here we go. I've got to do the maths and work all out and read the full system of crafting and blah, blah, blah. It's a bit of a headache. Whereas this, click, 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 bosh. Yeah, just make me some rolls. Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? Bosh. 4 days, mate. Jobbed it. Lovely. Yeah, have fun with it. Enjoy it. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.